Hi, it's Nick Jervis from the More Clients Academy, and I just wanted to show you a quick video to give you some ideas for which are the best pages on your website, which are performing well, and get some ideas for content for your website. So the place to do this is inside Google Search Console. So if you Google Search Console, log in. As long as you're set up, it will appear. If it's not there, then whoever helps you setting it up, get some help from them. If it's a web development company, make sure they give you full admin rights so you can access all of the features. And then once you're in, head to Performance tab, select a period of 3 months, 6 months, long enough that you've got some data there, and then select clicks, impressions, and average position. For this reason, that first it shows you where you've had your traffic. Now this isn't all your traffic, it's just some organic traffic. Get quite a lot of Google Ads traffic to mine, but this is just the stuff that lands there free of charge. Google always defaults to just showing you 10 results, which is useless to everybody, so change that to 500. And then things that we're looking at here are what position you're in Google, and it's an average, it will change and it will be individual to everyone. But what your position is, how many impressions there are, that means how many searches were there for that keyword. So for Nick Jervis, 116, Genie website 544, over the period that you've selected. And obviously what you're looking for is sort of a high volume of content that of search that will get people to your site. So the good thing about Search Console, you can sort by columns. So if I click on impressions, you'll see the biggest search query that I've been featured for is business growth consultant, but I'm in position 42.2. Now, the reason that's important is if I go to Google and do a search for business growth consultant and try and find myself in position 42, should be here or thereabouts. Now, I go to this page, and then what I'm looking for is if I want to target that term, say I do, then what I need to do is make sure that the search term business growth consultant appears in the first introduction. It should appear in here, and it should appear throughout the page and ask, business growth consultancy services, what do I do? Now I'm not targeting that search term on that page, but I will on a different page now. But just trying to show you what you should be thinking about and looking at. So that if you see that you've got a high volume search term and you're in position anywhere from 1 to, well, if you're in 1, you're doing well, but anywhere in the top 10 or up to 20 or 30, there's a good chance that if you spend some time working on that content, you can actually move yourself up the charts and get certainly into the top 10. And obviously, if it's a very relevant search to what you do, that's worth doing. So that's the first thing, to look in here and say, okay, what search terms do I want to target? Where am I in the search? Can I improve that page and get more people to my site? You can look another way of saying, okay, what are the searches where I am in top position? So you can sort by that as well. And see if there's anything there that you want to work on. So obviously I work with quite a few consultants, finding a niche in consulting a niche. I'm doing quite well for that search term, and niche consulting meaning not high volume but very targeted. How can I find my niche? Still there. So it tells you what you're doing well for already, which is nice to know. And if the number next to you, so if you're in position 2 and there's quite a lot of searches and quite a lot of clicks, then it's worth thinking about, have you made that page as good as it can be? Can I make it convert better? So are there reviews on the page? So if we were targeting for one of your sets, so finding a niche in consulting, are the reviews in the page from consultants saying great service, really helped me to find my niche in consultancy? Is it optimized for the content? Is the call to action asking me to call to complete an inquiry form? If I'm a DNA marketing DNA now business, or if it's nurture, is there a guide that will give me more information about finding my consulting niche for me to download on that page? So same thing for you. You can sort by clicks, see what clicks are getting most of your traffic, and then work on improving those pages. And then final thing to do, you can sort by query. If you're looking for blog ideas, titles, sort by query, and then scroll down to the sort of question parts such as how, why, what, and look at what people are typing into Google, and decide whether you want to write a blog about it. Because I'll come on to in module 3, we'll look at websites, but it's all about writing blogs that answer the questions your ideal prospects type into Google. So if we look down here, have we got any how questions? It's always a bit slow when you search like this. So how can I find my niche? How can I get more clients for my business? Now, the key thing is how a mastermind group works. I've written a guide all about mastermind groups. Um, what you don't want to do is write a really long article of 1,000, 2,000 words, which it would take to get to the top of Google. Give you that chance anyway. If there's only one search every 3 months. So it's up to you to determine what's worth it. But I'd say if there's 100 searches, 30 a month, 100 every quarter, then it's probably worth a blog. I'll add it to my list. If it's a handful, then it's not worth it. So looking down here, there's lots of ones that are related, so you can actually cover lots of search terms in one blog, which might then make it worthwhile, might give you enough volume for it to be worthwhile. But yeah, make sure that there's enough volume here for you to think, yeah, that's worth doing. How much does a mastermind group cost? That fits in my mastermind group one. There's another one at the page with 20 or 30 searches, so I could write a blog answering this, but you'll see that is a perfect article question. And if you find the questions that people are already typing into Google related to the service that you provide, you will get more traffic to your website if you add more content consistently. And from that content, because we'll show you how to set that up right, you will get more inquiries for your services, which is obviously what it is all about. Any questions, feel free to email me, hello@nickjervis.com. I will be happy to help.